How y'all doing today? This your guy Billy Ball, the Farm Fullback, with another video. It's June the 8th, Sunday, and headed out to make my Sunday round. Go check my soybean. I got my beautiful wife over here with me. She gonna go with me. So, had a big rainfall event last night. I talked to my brother this morning. He said that he had just a little bit over 4 inches before he went to work when he checked the gauges. So I figured we got about the same amount of rainfall, maybe just a little bit less, I hope. But we're gonna go check these soybeans out. Been the last day we finished planting was Friday when I went and spotted 2 acres in. So I'll go check the progress on these soybeans and let's see how all things turn out. So y'all stay tuned, and we'll pick this video back up when we get to the field. All right, YouTube world, I just made it to the first stop. I'm finna put my boots on and finna get ready to walk out here in these fields and assess the damage, or if we got any damage. But this was the last field we planted Thursday. First field we planted Thursday morning, which will be Friday, be 24 hours. And Saturday, we got the first little bit of rain on Saturday. Got about 3/10 of rain about 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon. So that was 48 hours after we got the rain. So let's walk across here, let's see what we got. Off to a good start. I can see them from the road, but I got some wet spots in this field right here, and I think we're gonna be fine. I know we're fine. I can roll them real good. So right here, this field. So that's what we're looking at right here so far. They're up and growing good. I got a big old water spot right here. So one good thing about it, the water's gone down. I don't know if you'll be able to see it because the sun is facing to the west. So the wet spot is to the west of me. Right out there, straight in front of the camera, is a big old wet spot. But one good thing about it, there's no water standing on. So it's 12 hours, 13 hours since we got that big rainfall, no water staying. So we're gonna be interested. We're gonna watch this field right here for the next couple of days, and we'll come back and get some video footage of it, and let's see what the stand count look like in that big wet spot. So y'all stay tuned. We'll move over here and go to the next field. All right, everybody, just made it back to the second field, and you can see these soybeans a whole lot better. We got this spot right here. We got water sitting on it right here. So this is what I want to check. These soybeans right here should be fine. A little wet still in this spot right here, coming off that ridge there. This is kind of like a pan where the water washes off and it's steady moving. So we should be good in this field. That's a good thing. So we're gonna make it. That's one thing I'm trying to assess and learn about dealing with this type of land, planted flat. Back home across the river where we farm, we always plant on a ridge, plant on a row. We bed the ground up in the fall and come back and plant it like a no-till deal in the spring. But this particular year on this side, we planted this here flat. So we're looking good so far. So this field right here had Wednesday, it rained Saturday. So you got Thursday with 24, Friday 48. They had almost 72 hours, about a bit over 96 hours before it got rain on. So we're looking good here. So we're gonna keep moving on and go to the next field and check it. But I like the results. But I'm gonna wash these water hoses and see what they look like, and that's what I want to see. Yeah. See y'all back here in a minute. All right, back to the next spot. This was the first field that I stopped in and spotted some soybeans in. It was late Thursday evening, about It was about 6:45, 7 o'clock when I got in here. So they're starting to spike out the ground right here. There they go. Instead of popping up right there. So we should be good here. That's a good sign. I'm gonna walk over here across this field and show you where we ran this grain drill and where we had to come over here and replant this field. I had some trouble over here that Saturday. I had a change to break. They had to go to the John Deere store. Had to get a guy to come in on the weekend, emergency call, to get my part. So I had some downtime. And it was pushed for rain that afternoon, so we went ahead and brought the grain drill and him after I broke down to finish the field up. So I'm gonna go show you the damage from playing with that grain drill versus this planter. This is the first planted soybean right here with the planter that we came in that Memorial Day weekend, that Saturday planting. And they are growing off really good. Got a little grass, got to come in here with some Roundup to kill everything, kill that first flush of weeds. They came in behind the planters and the drill, sprayed some dual and Syncor and pre-emerge. But right here, you see, it was planted with the grain drill and we didn't get a good stand. But right here in this row, you can see here, we got beans popping up here. That's why I came late Thursday afternoon and spotted this in first. So look like we're gonna be good. Had a spot way down here in the valley that held a lot of water. I'm gonna walk over here, see how much water we got in this valley. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna walk over here and I'll flip the camera back around in a few minutes when I get there. It rained about 2 o'clock this morning. It's about 5 o'clock, right at 6 o'clock this afternoon. So you're looking at about 16 hours. Yeah, about 16 hours since since that water been sitting on this field. I don't think that they gonna make it, but what we're gonna do, we're gonna come back next week, Sunday. We'll start making a Sunday routine to ride across and check these soybeans out and just watch them all season long. So that'll be our Sunday bonus. Out here doing a crop report every Sunday if I don't have anything. So that's what we'll do on these videos on Sunday. We'll come out here and check these soybeans and watch the progress. Because as you can see, man, that's some very, very red sandy soil over here on this particular field. The next field we're gonna stop, it's the same way. So it's gonna be interesting just to see how this crop turn out on this particular soil. So I'm trying to learn because I never farmed anything like this. And I just want to learn as much as I possibly can because farming is always my passion. So you got to keep your toolbox sharp. And so anytime I get a chance to get better at what I do, I take advantage of it. So y'all stay tuned. And I'm going to walk back across here, get in the truck with my wife. And we're going to go to the next field. All right, everybody, this is the second field that we planted Thursday night. This is the one I finished on and started over. Completely replanted this whole field. We're not gonna stop. They're in the same stage, but I can see them, I can roll them. Don't have any water standing on these. They look like they're gonna make it, so we're gonna keep on rolling, get to the next field, and we'll stop. We'll see y'all back here shortly. All right, we're in the next field, and what we got, they just not starting to pop out the ground. There's one right here, and that is the next one right there. So they hadn't quite started spiking out the ground, but they're starting to break through, so that's a good thing. So in the next 24 to 48 hours, I'm gonna have to make a special trip over here and check this field, because this field right here was a total loss on what they planted with this grain drill, but they are just not where they need to be. So you're looking at less than 36 hours before they got their first shot of rain on them. This field right here just took a pound. So we're gonna see how this turn out behind all this rainfall. Y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna walk over here real quick and show you this grain drill, which is a jam up good sunflower. I think it might be a 9412, I think, but we'll walk over here and see. We'll check that out in a minute. This is the grain drill that we use. There's a sunflower. It's a 9413, 20 feet, but we just didn't get the stand behind it. But normally, on a normal year, if the beans had been in the ground, it'd been interesting just to see how they would have came up if they had I'm gonna say at least 72 hours before we got all that rain on them. But it'd been interesting just to see if they would have came up behind the grain drill. And I think the biggest problem that we had with this grain drill, that the ground had been worked with a disc, with a 500 international disc, and then we came back and ran the do-all behind it. So it was just a bunch of loose soil, and we took on a big 4-inch rain event, and I think it just really slicked that ground over and packed the ground, and really it was just tough on the seed. So we're gonna roll on, and we got a couple more fields to check. I'm gonna go back to the very first field that we planted Monday and look at it. And I got one more field that one I want to check. That was that Thursday morning plant, but this should be good too. So we're gonna ease on back down the road, and we'll pick this video back up somewhere. This is the very first field that we planted Monday, June the 2nd. And it's off to a really, really good start. And you can roll these beans really good. We got one big old wet spot that holds water right here. I don't know. They're gonna be interested to see if they make it or not. That water don't look like it's moving, don't look like it's going nowhere no time soon. The stand look really, really, really good down here. But other than that water damage we probably won't have right there, we should be good here. Part of it. So we got one more field we're gonna stop and look at, and then we're gonna head to the house. That's the last big block, like 65 acres that we planted. So I ain't got no complaints about what I see. It's just a blessing that we got them up. So I'm gonna get 7 days or until it dries completely up before we come back to see how much water damage we got. I know we're gonna have some water damage because we got water still standing on some of these fields. Ain't nothing we can do about it. But on a year like this year, we might just have to live with what we got and go with it and harvest what we got. It's been a tough season, y'all. The insurance date cut off for soybeans on your insurance is June the 15th, and today is June the 8th, so you got 7 days. And with the amount of rainfall that we don't have, it's gonna take at least 7 days before a farmer can get back in the field. So I don't know. We've been blessed on this side of town just to be able to get them planted early. That's why it's so important when the opportunity presents itself and you can get these seeds planted a minimum 36 hours before a big rain and get them in some moisture and get them moving. This is the result of what it looked like. Man, you can actually see them. They're coming up. got a good stand. So we won't have to come back in here and replant these. But just like I said, the water spot, hey, it is what it is, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed that little Sunday review on these soybeans. I'll get back up here in this truck with my wife. And so y'all continue to hit share, like, and subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for y'all support. And we'll see y'all on the next video. We out.